If you're looking for examples of the HTML5 canvas and different ways it can be used, you can head over to canvasdemos.com. They have everything from apps that use the canvas, to games, to different tools, as well as tutorials that you can walk through, and they even include some different libraries that'll simplify working with the canvas to create different types of applications. So I'm going to click on Games. In this demonstration, I'm just going to show some really basic examples of how the canvas can be used to render some games dynamically without any plugins at all. No Flash, no Silverlight, just 100% canvas and rendering graphics through the Canvas API. So I could scroll down and you'll notice there's a lot of different games here I can pick from. But I'm going to come up here to the top 10 games. And one of the nice things you'll find, especially if you go way back to the Super NES days, is we can come in and get into an NES type of emulator. And if I play it, it'll let me select a ROM. So we can come in, for instance, do Donkey Kong. Go ahead and load this up, take just a moment. And then I can play the ROM just like we used to in the good old days on the different devices out there. And here we go. So soon the Donkey Kong should start throwing down the barrels. And I'm just going to use the arrow keys here to move a little bit. And you'll see that a fireball comes out just as you would expect. There it is. And we can run around, get hit by these, and you'll see I die if I hit it, and it works as expected. You can also come down. Let's do Pac-Man real quick. Now Pac-Man looks just like the original, so we'll hit enter to go ahead and start it. And it loads up, shows me my lives, the fruit I'm on, all that fun stuff, and we'll go ahead and start to play here. And it works just like you would expect. I can grab the different ghosts and do all that fun stuff, and we'll go ahead and try to have one of these guys get me. And you'll see I die there as I hit it, just as expected. A lot of good stuff there. Now you can also do other things, more basic games like chess, but here's kind of an interesting take on it. It's a little more 3D looking. So we can come in, we'll select a playing piece, move it out. Let's go ahead and move this guy out, and then we'll grab that guy. So you can actually play the entire game in kind of a 3D look, which is kind of neat, all using the Canvas API. There's a lot more demos on this site if you're interested. Just head on over to the site and take some time to go through the different games that are available. Now, the PiratesLoveDaisies.com is a game built by Andrew Skinner and a team. Andrew is pretty well known for his Flash type of work. This one, however, was built using 100% HTML5 Canvas. So this one actually has music. I have the speakers turned off right now, but as we load it, you'll see some flowers loading in. We can hit start game. This is kind of a tower defense game. So we'll hit play. Now it's going to give us a little message here. We're going to be using Scarlet. And basically once this loads, a wave will come up. We can say where Scarlet should go. And basically we'll hopefully shoot the rats before they hit the daisies. And this entire game is also built using the Canvas API, and all the animations you see there you can do with things like sprites. So that's a couple examples of using the HTML5 Canvas, and there's a lot more out there. So if you want to do games, these are things that you can do without any plugins at all built using standard JavaScript code. Now the demonstrations I showed here, they're pretty cool, not really graphically intense, and don't have a ton of physics involved. There's two other very popular games that were ported over from mobile devices, and those include Cut the Rope and Angry Birds. And let's take a quick look at how those can also be rendered using the HTML5 canvas. I'm going to go to cuttherope.ie, and this game, if you haven't played it before, allows you to get some candy into the mouth of a little monster whose name I believe is Num. And Num likes to get this candy, and you have to strategically get it down to his mouth. So I'll show the intro here, and then we'll play just a little bit of the game. So we'll click on the cardboard box we want to start with. We'll click on a level. And if you haven't played before, you need to cut the rope so that the candy falls down, and you try to maximize the number of stars. So for the first level, it's pretty easy. We'll hit next, and we can move on to the next one. And this will basically let me get it, and obviously I should have cut a different way to get that star as well. And you can continue going through all these different levels to cut this rope and make sure that Num gets the candy. So obviously I'm going to lose that level right there. pretty cool because there's some very sophisticated physics going on behind the scenes, and all of this is being rendered using the canvas. Now we can also go to chrome.angrybirds.com, and this allows us to play the Angry Birds game. It'll take a moment for this to load up, but once it does, we can launch our birds into our pigs, get our points, and move on to different levels. So it'll take just a second or two to load up. There we go. It'll move on to the next level. We'll pick one, and let's go ahead and pick this first one here. We'll skip that. And just as you would expect from the mobile game, you can launch the birds, and we get some pretty nice physics that are involved. So these are some of the examples that are built in to the browser, no plugins, and it really demonstrates how powerful the HTML5 canvas is.